What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH, I felt bad for Michael. I really do. Every time I see Michael nowadays, I just feel bad for him. I really do. Nell just won't. This bitch won't stop. Nell just refuses to stop. So Nell reached out to Kim, asking her to testify on her behalf at her trial, telling her that it was her pregnancy hormones that made her commit those crimes. You know how medically impossible that is? Hormones do not make people commit crimes. That's unheard of. I've never heard of that before. Not even in real life. I've never heard of that. Even Kim said it. She was like, that's medically impossible. Like, she was like, I couldn't even testify on no shit like that. Michael gave her some good advice though. She told her, like, if Nell reaches out to you again, do not fall for none of her lies, because that's how she does. She manipulates people. She tries to get people to see the good in her, and once you do, trust me, Nell is the type of person, you give her an inch, she'll run a whole damn marathon. That's how she is. You give her you give her an inch, she'll run a marathon. That's how Nell is. She's so conniving and manipulative. So manipulative. Um I hope Michael does the whole group therapy thing, the whole grief counseling, because I feel like he needs it. You know what I'm saying? I understand that he's not really into expressing his feelings to strangers and stuff like that, but it can be so therapeutic, though. You know what I'm saying? To go to grief counseling, any type of counseling, and just talk to strangers. It's better to do that sometimes than talk to people that know you, because when you try to get advice and talk to people that know you and try to get comfort from people that know you, it's a little biased because they know you. So it's like they're gonna say anything. Um, but that's like people who go to therapy and stuff like that. You're getting comfort and advice from an outside source who don't know you. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna be completely objective, completely unbiased because they don't know you. So that sometimes is better. You know what I mean? Like it's just better to unload on a person or people you don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot better. It's a lot more therapeutic. You know what I mean? So I think he should do it. Um, but I also feel like he should do it on his own time because, like he said, he's always going to be sad. He's always going to be grieving for a while at least. So I feel like for Michael, he should do the whole grief counseling thing when he's ready to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are just not up to it at first. It takes a little while, maybe a few weeks, maybe a couple months. Do it at your own pace. You know what I'm saying? Because I've said this a million times. I'll say it again. There's no limitations on grief. There's no time limit on it. You're going to grieve. There's people who lost their kids 20, 30 years ago. They still think about it damn near every day. Like it just happened. You know what I'm saying? There's no time limit on stuff like that. So for Michael, I feel like he shouldn't rush himself. You know what I'm saying? Don't there's no rush to it at all. I wouldn't rush it. Grieve however long you need to grieve, grieve. I don't care if it take you 20 minutes, 20 years. Grieve. You never bounce back from big losses like that. It's hard to bounce back. Even when you do bounce back, you still think about it. How do you not? Especially when it's your child. You know what I'm saying? How do you not think about it? It's impossible. Um. So anyway, moving on from that, Jason and Oscar, I like their scenes today because I'm happy that Oscar can go to somebody other than Drew for advice. Another male figure for advice. And who better than his uncle? And I think it's a great bonding moment for him and Jason because they are uncle and nephew, so it's cool that they can talk. Jason gave Oscar some pretty good advice where Jocelyn was concerned. You know what I mean? Because he told him, Jocelyn is a lot like Karlie. If she don't ask you for advice, don't give it to her. And if she does ask you for advice, be completely honest. Because that's how Jason is with Karlie. He's 1,000% honest. He shoots from the hip. He doesn't lie. He doesn't sugarcoat. He's completely, honest. And that's how you have to be. I feel like Oscar shouldn't second guess himself when it comes to Jocelyn. At the end of the day, Jason was right. She chose you. There could have been plenty of other guys that she wanted to date or she could have dated, but she chose you. There's a reason she chose you. You know what I'm saying? So he shouldn't feel insecure or anything. Just keep being who you are and keep doing you. I was nervous though at the end because Oscar started having some type of seizure or something. I said, "What the hell is wrong with him?" He just started shaking and shit. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Um, I wonder what that was about. Like he just went into the seizure, like or a panic attack, whatever the hell he was having. I was like, "What the hell is going on?" Um, so anyway, moving on from that. Sonny, I guess, decided to look at a few medical facilities, a few long-term care facilities for his father or whatever. Karlie, of course, cleared her whole schedule for it. Before I get into that, I just want to say how funny it was that for the first time in a long time, Karlie chose to go to the office today. Well, she was about to go to the office. I said, well, I'll be damned. Karlie's about to go to the Metro Court today? And of course, she decided to clear her schedule to be with Sonny and help him through this whole thing, which I'm totally fine with. I have no problem with that because that's her husband. She wants to be there as moral support. I am 1,000% behind that. But as usual, Olivia has to run the hotel by herself. Karlie, I'm telling you right now, I could never have a business partner like Karlie. Keywords, business partner. Keyword, partner. You are a partner, damn it. Even when Karlie ain't got shit to do, she ain't never at the office. Olivia forever running shit at that hotel. I'm like, she might as well just sell her 50% to Olivia. I mean, you might as well. Olivia do every damn thing anyway. Answer the phones, book the events, make sure the guest is good. I'm like, y'all might as well call that hotel Hotel Olivia. You might as well. Because she's obviously the real head of the hotel, clearly. But like I said, I'm not really mad at this particular point that Karlie didn't go to work today because I completely understand why she didn't. She gets a pass from me today because she needed to be there for her husband. So I totally get it. What bothered me a little bit was when Sonny felt like, he had a tough decision to make. Either let Mike continue to stay at their house or put him in a facility. It's a tough decision. But Karlie said something to the effect of, if you can't make the decision, ask Jason. What the hell you mean ask Jason? That Mike is not Jason's father. It's not up to Mike. I mean, it's not up to Jason to make that decision. See, this is and this goes back to what I said before. Remember when Karlie was talking about should she go back to therapy and she asked Jason for his advice? Remember how I said it felt like Karlie wanted Jason to make that decision for her? And today pretty much confirmed what I said before. She has no problem with Jason making decisions for her. You know what I'm saying? That revolve around her life. That impacts her life. You're a grown ass person. You have to make decisions for yourself. You have to make decisions that's best for you and your family. Why would you ask somebody else to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you might as well be a child again. I'm just saying. It's one thing to ask somebody for their opinion and their advice, which is all well and good, but to simply ask somebody to make a decision for you, that's something, as a friend, I could never do that. I couldn't. I'm being honest. I couldn't do it. Because none of my friends would ever ask me, I need you to make this decision for me. None of my friends ever asked me that question. Because they know I wouldn't do it. I tell them, you're bugging out. Like, no. That's like me asking somebody to make a decision for me. It's not going to happen. Why would she? That was dumb. But like I said, though, Sonny has a big decision to make, and it's not going to be an easy one. And I feel like right now he still doesn't have to make a decision now. I feel like he should take more time to think about it because it's such a major decision. It's a major one. That's a decision that you can't take lightly. I'm just saying. But he also has to think about Avery and Jocelyn and stuff like that because Mike is starting to forget who people are. He's pushing the panic button on his alert. It's making the alarms go off. So that's a lot to take into consideration. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about the kids that live in your home. At the end of the day, you got to think about the family. So anyway, moving on from that, we get this whole Nina situation. I felt like Valentin was being overly generous in the divorce, with the horse, and I think it was the horse that he wanted to give her or something like that, and visitation with Charlotte. I mean, it was a nice gesture, but I feel like there was an ulterior motive behind it, because there always is with Valentin. But you could tell though. Let me tell you something. The one thing, Valentin, you could say a lot of things about him. He's evil. He's a bastard. He's whatever. You could say a lot of things about Valentin, but he loves his wife. You can't deny that. Valentin loved him some Nina. I will say that. Because most dudes who wife files divorce a second time, they would have just been like, fuck it, I'm out. He didn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, he's still trying to win her back. He's doing whatever he can. Even if she wants a divorce, he's still trying to help find her child. Like, that's major. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's love right there. I can understand why Valentin doesn't want to tell Nina about her child possibly being alive. I get it. I can understand also why Curtis would want to tell her, because that's his friend. He doesn't want to keep this type of secret from her. But I don't see it as them keeping a secret. Valentin's just trying to do his due diligence. He doesn't want her to know about it yet until he has concrete proof that her child is alive. You know what I'm saying? So that makes sense. She might get pissed about it, but I understand his reasoning. Because if it were me in that situation, I probably would have done the same thing. You don't want to get somebody hopes up, especially somebody who's always wanted children. You know what I'm saying? Who always felt like, oh, I could never have a child of my own. You don't want to get their hopes up like that. Because then if it turns out not to be true, she's going to be heartbroken. She's going to be even more crushed and, and more sad. So it's like, why bring that pain to somebody if you don't have to? You know what I'm saying? But they did find the lawyer that Madeline used or whatever. Apparently he's in prison and somewhere outside of Manhattan. So Curtis got to go talk to him. And then we find out Madeline is dead. I said, what the fuck? They done killed Madeline off? Apparently she died in prison. Her parole was denied. And you can see the look on Valentin's face. Valentin had something to do with that shit. I think he had something to do with her dying. Because that look he gave when he was hugging Nina and stuff, it looked so grimace. I was like, he did something. He had some. It wouldn't surprise me because Valentin got money. He got a lot of money, a lot of reach, a lot of pull. He could easily get that done. And he knows how much Nina hates her mother. So maybe he did it to avenge Nina. R.I.P. to Madeline. So anyway, so apparently Ryan is the one in the straitjacket. And I kind of said that the other day because I didn't know which one was which though. Because Ryan was kind of convincing as Kevin. But the real Kevin in the suit, he just seems also like the real Kevin. So I was like, which the fuck is which? You know what I'm saying? You can't really tell until you see the behavior, more of the behavior. But we did find out Ryan is the real one in the straitjacket. So that's really Ryan. It's crazy because back in the day, Ryan died in that fire. We seen him on fire back in the day. But apparently he lived. But what I'm shocked about is where's his burn marks? He ain't got no burn marks on his face, no nothing. And that fire was all over him. So I'm like, where's his burn marks? Unless he had some type of cosmetic surgery while he was away. So apparently Kevin knew for years that he was alive. He actually recently found him and put him in that fern cliff. Because Kevin wants to rehabilitate his brother. Because that's the thing about Kevin. Kevin always sees the good in people, including his psychotic ass brother. But Ryan is not redeemable. And Ryan made that clear today. He is who he is. Even Ryan admitted it. I love who I am. It's like once he said that, Kevin should have just turned him over to the police. Because it's like he's not ever going to be rehabilitated. He's crazy. He's psycho. He's a fucking wackadoo. Like, he's crazy. He's never going to be rehabilitated. But I do respect the fact Kevin wants to help people because he is a healer. That's what he does. He likes to help people. That's why he's a therapist. But there's no helping Ryan. There's no helping him. He's psycho. And he even told Kevin, he was like, tell Felicia I said hi. I said, oh, shit. He going after Felicia again. I already know it. I already know it. Because some people on the internet were complaining that Felicia wasn't a part of this storyline. And I'm just thinking, like, give the writer some time. Like, the storyline just kind of got started. So it's like, give it some time. Felicia, I'm pretty sure they wasn't going to bring back Ryan Chamberlain without bringing Felicia in on the storyline. You can't bring Ryan back without Felicia. You can't. She was a major part of the storyline. So you can't do that. So now Kevin got overpowered by Ryan. So, of course, Ryan is probably going to take over Kevin's life again. But if anybody can tell the two apart, it's going to be Felicia. Felicia gonna tell both of them apart because I know she could tell Ryan from Kevin by the behavior and certain things that he says. So I'm pretty sure she gonna pick up on it. Um, I love the flashbacks today that Felicia was having when she was talking to Lulu and Maxie about Ryan and stuff like that. Because it's the 25th anniversary of the murders and stuff like that, and the Invader is running a story on it. So Felicia was having all these flashbacks about it. The flashbacks were so cool to see them in their younger days and stuff like that. And Felicia still looked good. I was like, damn, I'm so happy that they're doing this Ryan Chamberlain story again, because this is a story that you could reboot, and I love it. And I'm happy that Felicia's a part of it. They're finally giving Felicia a storyline. I can't wait. I wonder how it's gonna go down. Like, Felicia probably gonna fuck Ryan up when she see him. At first, she probably gonna think he Kevin, but it's gonna be little subtle signs that Ryan gonna give away that proves that he's really Ryan. Cause I'm pretty sure Felicia gonna figure it out at some point. Felicia gonna weed that shit out. But anyway, this was a dope episode. I enjoyed it. So again, there's no new episodes for the rest of the week. Today's the last new episode of this week. So they probably won't be back with new episodes until maybe Monday or Tuesday, because I think Labor Day is next week. So we're probably going to get a day off from there too. So anyway, hit the comment section. Let me know what you thought about this episode. I will see you all later. Peace. Have a great day.